Ett litet projekt.
So what have you been doing? Going around, making questions to people, uncomfortable questions. What a surprise to me. It has surprised me the way that we are organizing the toolbox and how everybody has a great idea and they are so willing to put in the idea and to work with it. I really like the way it is happening. I didn't have in mind actually that it will be like that. It surprised me how well we can go on with each other, go on well with each other, even inside the house and during the whole thing, because it's not only 3-4 days. We have been here for quite. Time has lost its meaning now. Time is passing in a different pace. You understand that? I like how open you also, girls, are to our needs, to what we're thinking, to make changes, to everything.
Just how nice everyone is and how everyone... First I was surprised that I was the youngest, or one of the youngest. But everyone comes from a really interesting background and works in a different, something interesting. And, I knew I would be with cool people, but I didn't expect them to be this cool. So.
Very nice.
The creativity of the people.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was so surprised of how much they do in their free time, also in their work life, that has to do with different, less academic but more artistic approaches to everything, to life. And stuff.
Yeah.
How well I got along with people. And yeah, like I'm such an introvert and I really like my alone time and stuff. And here I think I have the same energy all of the time, like a good energy, and I don't get tired of like social interactions. And yes, and how much we have in common, especially considering that we are from like such different contexts. So yeah.
What surprised me the most, the deer we had there. It was coming very close to the house. The what? Oh, the deer.
Hello.
A little bit extra. Should it be like appropriate for in front of a camera or?
No.
Well, let me think. A little bit extra. Well, maybe I don't know. The dirt everywhere. That was the word that came into my mind.
Your big closets?
My big closet? No, that's not one.
I will remember about the theater of operation that hand this workshop that hand done, because this information it was the first time to know about. But all other information maybe I know like the concept, but it was not like a structure. But I was no like information like diverse information. But this workshop like it was something new for me. So the sections that we did and the information that I listened, it will be in my mind for I think for some time after the program.
I will take with me home the approach to communicating in a way that I really appreciated here. I really liked the way everybody was listening to everybody, letting everybody speak and giving everybody like the space, even though everybody is so different. I will take that home and yeah.
You think? Oh yes, I had a conversation with Chloe about the LGBT situation in Bulgaria. It was very useful to me to evaluate the way things are happening in my country and in other countries, and think about ways of improvement. So yes, it was an interesting thing.
Just with another person or
With a deer.
Or with a deer,
It
yes.
is interesting. Yes.
The deer.
I love the conversation that we had. It was the second day, I think, with Dario, Vladimir, and Maria in the house. We were talking a little bit about what we were working, our interest, and I realized that we had so many things in common, and that it would be nice to join all these elements together, because I think some amazing things might come up if we continue contacting each other. So I realized it was a nice conversation.
It was with you, actually, the second day.
On this terrace,
Yeah,
right?
on this terrace.
And why? Could you describe it?
Because I become more relaxed with wine. Then we open the whole issues in the world and we discuss it. Yeah, and I make new friends now.
Yes.
Interesting conversation. We had already with Nisma now about the peace work and what they are doing, the connection with the other organizations, and also this exercise. We had the discussion of these methods, that how can we use them, documented them in this platform. I really loved it. And the other conversation, which is inside in the coffee breaks. I love that conversation. It's about also Palestine, the situation in Palestine, the freedom of movement, and sometimes it goes in the personal with family situation, especially about the theater. I had with Gloy, the conversation about the theater exercise. I reflected on about myself, my personal life, about my family. So we had this really nice conversation with her.
About how it is to work in Spain, and to get a job is super hard, and when you get a job you get super low salary, and it's very hard to save money and to be independent. All of these things made me think a lot.
Tarek, we were talking about Palestine, actually me, him and Lisa, and he was telling us about the work there and his experiences there, and we were making the comparison also with Chile and what was happening. So to me that was super interesting.
Nice.
It was with him actually. Yes, and we were talking about all situation in Palestine. I have some knowledge about it, but there were things that I didn't know. So yeah, but we talked for more than an hour about this.
Solidarity is caring, first of all, and it's also caring about being informed enough about the situation all around the world, and doing something to help make it better.
Solidarity for me is they say it in Spanish, la ternura de los pueblos, which is the softness of the peoples. I think it's the way of realizing that we have much more in common than what we think, and that they have a bigger impact in our daily lives. And if we are all together and we realize about all the coexisting oppressions that exist in the world, I think that the goal is closer than what we think. Of course, it's not. I don't believe that the utopia will come soon, but I recognize that the stronger we are more powerful. So solidarity is like a way of being stronger and united.
Which is our all mission. This is our main thing in life. To be in solidarity with all issues that other people pressed upon.
It's weird to talk about solidarity because it's what we were talking before in the talk about intersectionality, about like, yeah, about the white savior idea. It's like, you know, and about allyship. So to me, it's it's first it's trying to separate these concepts. Like, it's to what extent is this solidarity, or is this like white savior syndrome?
Based on the days that we spent, and to my mind, the first thing that comes to my mind is the activity that you organized, actually, the one from Chile. Because it was so nice to see how people were trying to understand something and fully committing, like what we were saying, you have to fully commit, and in that kind of exercise you have to like not be afraid of looking like you're doing too much or too little. You have to like just be in it. And then we were talking about it, and when people show, you know, the interest and wanting to understand, for those days I would say the opportunity to discuss something, and when people are interested in it and want to know what others think about something, to learn from it.
It means being at the same level, like putting yourself at the same level of the other. In the moment you try to be available for help, to help, to be solidal.
The moments we dance, because we dance as small groups or as bigger groups, or even in one of the workshops when we did this choreography from Remember. Yes, I think dancing. The Palestinian dance, for example. The night we went out and we danced. Small dances we did during the night, the evening.
We actually danced a lot.
Yes, exactly. That's why it was stuck in my mind. It was amazing that we done so much, and I think because we've done so many different things from so many different countries, and we had so much, so many influences. I think this could describe solidarity to some extent.
The bike.
Yes.
Yeah. Beach. And go swimming in the sea.
That was super brave because it was freezing.
Yes, this is my favorite moments.
Yes.
And the hug workshop to come, I guess, is going to be one of my favorite moments.
The breakfast.
Why?
Because it was so nice how we had two groups and one group made the breakfast for the other one. I really liked it. It's very warm, very beautiful moment.
When we're doing the games and stuff, and usually it gets really messy, and everybody's like, pushing each other, and we're just laughing, and we don't know what is going on, but it's a really kind of like peaceful, fun moment at the same time.
Many things, but I'm thinking of 8 positions. Also Lucia. Many things that I want to do again.
A lot of the acting exercises, and I'm not a big actor, to be honest. is always trying something new for me. But
yeah, and it's super challenging as well.
Ah, wait. The volleyball game. The one
yes,
where you have to
match.
hit people. This was new for me.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of stuff actually. I've not been so in contact with image theater and theater of the oppressed, so that's something I really liked. And TC1 too though, but it still is something new for me. It's a really, I think the space, we build a really safe space here, which is technically not something new, but it's uncommon in the everyday life, so I think that's something new I really liked.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you have like
Lisa,
a right?
I think Lisa's everyone's biggest competition in the ball game.
In the ball game. Lisa! That was not a hard one.
Probably myself. Because I cannot manage to do it correctly. I'm not used to that kind of effort. So yes, I'm gonna say me because yeah. So pick a number. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the color, you have pink and 2 shades of blue and green.
Green, please.